Forza Horizon 4 has finally arrived on Steam almost 2 years after its initial release on Xbox and Windows Store. Honestly, I didn't plan to make a video about the Steam version of this game at first, but then on the release day I was surprised to see that user reviews on the store page were mixed, and it got me curious to check why the hell did that happen. Well, after a few days the average score significantly improved and it keeps going up as we speak. But since I've already spent time downloading almost 100 gigabytes to play this game, let's take a quick look at the Steam version of Forza Horizon 4. Just like almost every other Xbox game on Steam, the first thing that Forza Horizon 4 asks you to do is to sign in with your Microsoft account. If you for whatever reason don't want or can't create this free account, then I'm afraid you won't be able to play this game. After signing in, you can instantly start playing, or adjust all kinds of different settings that Forza Horizon 4 has in its stores. You can tweak a lot of stuff, from graphics and audio to controls and accessibility. The only downside is that after changing some of the video options, the game forces you to fully restart it. And that's when you notice that Forza Horizon 4 has those annoying unskippable intro logos, which in my case were also bugged and didn't have a sound. Believe me, I looked everywhere to find a way to disable them, but sadly I didn't succeed in my search yet. But since the game runs in borderless windowed mode instead of exclusive full screen, you can simply Alt-Tab and wait until those logos play in the background. The lack of true full screen is probably the legacy of UWP, but thankfully it doesn't affect stuff like DSR and J-Sync. Forza Horizon 4 has a great built-in benchmark that gives you all important info about the game's performance. I did several test runs with different graphical presets, and I discovered that my GTX 1080 Ti was the main bottleneck. With a more powerful GPU, I could have achieved almost 100 additional frames per second on my rig. But even though I couldn't use the full potential of my CPU power, the performance overall is still really good. With ultra quality preset, I was getting around 100 FPS average on my native 1440p resolution, and 65 FPS average at 4K resolution. Achieving a stable 144 FPS average shouldn't be difficult, but you'll have to manually tweak every option because I didn't notice any significant changes when I enabled dynamic optimization in the settings. But while benchmark results look promising, things are currently not so smooth during the actual gameplay. Like, let's take that intro sequence as an example. It is indeed memorable and well directed, but this idea with switching between the seasons was ruined by technical issues. First of all pre-rendered cutscenes are locked in 30 FPS, and as you can imagine, those transitions from 100 FPS gameplay to 30 FPS videos is not something I would call a smooth experience. Thankfully, those cases are rare, and Forza Horizon 4 mostly relies on in-game cutscenes instead of pre-rendered videos. And since I've mentioned cutscenes, can we talk about why almost every human in this game look like a dog? Especially the protagonist. I mean, look at this guy. I really need to switch to someone else. Thankfully, there are no restrictions for that, and you can change your character anytime later.
These might not be official, but you keep coming to these meets, I'll make sure everyone at Horizon knows your name.
Well, I guess this is a racing game after all, so humans were probably not the main focus for the dev team. Too bad that there's only a bunch of predefined characters to choose from. You can't adjust their facial features and body type, only change their outfits and accessories. And from what I've seen so far, such cosmetic stuff for your protagonist is locked behind the spin to win wheel, which raises some concerns. I haven't seen microtransactions in their usual form yet. Instead, the game offers you extra car DLCs and permanent experience boosters and time savers, like those that you can find in most Ubisoft games nowadays. Since I've played Forza Horizon 4 only for 5 hours so far, it's hard for me to tell if any of these can give you a real advantage in this game. I guess I'll keep that part for the final review. if I'll ever make one, of course. Okay, let's get back to the technical stuff. We are not done with it yet. Another serious problem of Forza Horizon 4 on Steam in its current state is micro-stuttering. From my observation, it usually starts before and after the races, so it's probably somehow related to assets loading. I've installed the game on the SSD, but it doesn't look like it helps much in this case. Thankfully, the frame rate usually remains smooth when you explore the map and during the races. Another weird issue that I've discovered in Forza Horizon 4 is an application crash that happens only when I enable the photo mode. Those crashes started to occur when I've tried to use Reshade, and once I've installed it, the game never crashed again so far. I can't say for sure if it's a widespread issue or something wrong on my end, because my friends who also use Reshade with this game haven't experienced those crashes. Just keep that in mind in case you'll decide to use Reshade as well. This might be the cause of your issues if the game will start to crash. Lastly, the weirdest thing about Forza Horizon 4 is the current lack of cross-progression between its Steam and Xbox versions. It's so strange to see such an issue here, because the game actually supports crossplay across all versions. Not to mention that every single Microsoft first-party title on Steam has unified profiles and saves. Isn't that the whole point of having a Microsoft account? Well, developers promised that they will look into all issues that Steam users are currently experiencing, so they might add the cross-progression and fix other stuff eventually. But considering that Forza Horizon 4 was released on Steam at full price without any discount, Microsoft has the nerve to ask almost $100 for a complete edition of the game that has such issues. Personally, I bought it only because I didn't play it on Windows Store in the past, and my region was one of the few that has received more or less decent pricing. Well, it's a shame about pricing and technical issues, because from my first impressions, Forza Horizon 4 is a high-quality arcade racing game. If you are into this genre, Forza Horizon 4 will probably bring you hundreds of hours of fun. There are different types of events and activities in which you can participate, from cross-country and drag races to stunts and other challenges. At first you'll have only 2 basic cars in your garage, but step by step you are going to unlock more content around the map. Though I must say that the tutorial part slightly overstays its welcome. It took me around 4 hours to unlock full functionality with online and customization options. Because of that slow start, in this video I can't go into detail about every aspect of the gameplay. Judging by my first hours in Forza Horizon 4, the car physics in this game keeps the right balance between arcade and simulation. There are also extensive difficulty settings that will allow you to precisely adjust the car handling to your liking. The open world is one of the best parts of Forza Horizon 4. Virtual England looks amazing, and it's a pure joy to explore it. I also love that you can ignore GPS directions and just drive off-road while smashing everything on your way. Each season has unique road conditions. Driving during the summer feels different compared to snow or rainy weather. The only bad thing about the physics in Forza Horizon 4 is that the cars feels like indestructible tanks. The damage that they can receive is mostly cosmetic. There is an option to enable simulation damage in difficulty settings, but I didn't notice any significant differences between the default and simulation types.
In 200 meters, turn sharp left.
So, is it worth getting Forza Horizon 4 on Steam right now? I would say no, it's not worth it. The game itself is undeniably great, but considering the price and current issues of the Steam version, waiting for the next big sale is probably a better idea. Ultimate Edition is a preferable choice considering how many DLCs this game has, but it's just too expensive to justify buying it for a full price, especially with the new game on the horizon. So yeah, if you haven't bought Forza Horizon 4 on Windows Store or got it with Game Pass before, then I guess holding a little more until the next sale shouldn't be a big issue for you. Thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe and stay safe.